The Playbook. I'm Jeff Stein with today's Iowa Politics Report. You may have heard part of this story on the Mark Levin program last night, or if you watched any of Fox News coverage last night in the aftermath of the interview between Bret Baier of Fox and Democrat presidential candidate Kamala Harris. But I thought it was worth noting a few things that were mentioned last night, not about what was said or not said during the interview, but the behind-the-scenes games. Now, both parties do this to some degree, but this seemed to go to another level. Now, I have met Mr. Baier in person and been interviewed by him on Fox a few times. He's also been a guest with me on KXEL several times about politics, his books, etc. I find him to be a genuine fellow and a very dedicated journalist. Now, his team wanted to do the interview with Harris live, but her side insisted on recording it at 4 p.m. Iowa time, only an hour before the Baier program starts, meaning his team would have to scramble to have the tape ready for air at the start of the program. And they had also agreed on close to a half hour of interview time. Well, instead, as the crew was assembled, they cut the time to only 20 minutes, then suggested 15. The time for starting the interview came and went. The crew noted that if they didn't start by a quarter past the hour, they'd miss the start of the normal live show. Ms. Harris walked in at 16 minutes past the hour, 16 minutes late for the interview, and ensuring that it would be a shorter than promised interview. Now, Mr. Baier noted that such games are played often. To use the sports phrase, he said it was nothing more than icing the kicker when a team takes a timeout to make the other side's field goal kicker think about the upcoming attempt a little more and get nervous. Here was the interesting part. Baier said a similar situation, time being cut, late entrance of the guest, etc., that all happened back in 2010 before the so-called Affordable Health Care Bill was passed, and Mr. Baier's guest was President Barack Obama. And he noted that the same people running the Obama playbook then seemed to be involved with the Harris campaign now, and this stunt was the same play they had run before. So any question about who's really in charge? And that's the Iowa Politics Report for Thursday, October 17 on Twitter, Instagram, Getter, Threads, and Truth Social at Iowa Politics. I'm Jeff Stein on News Talk 1540 KXEL.